Look at this code. I compare a to the number 10 and this is the result. I add variable b. I also compare b to 10. This is a Boolean OR operator and at least one input needs to be true to evaluate to true. So, what is the result of this expression? False. No surprises here. Of course the result is true or false, right? Well, not always. I read something really interesting in the Python documentation. It says that the OR operation does not restrict the output to false and true, but instead returns the last evaluated argument. So what does that mean? Well, you can read that here. X or Y would first evaluate X. If X is true, its value is returned. Otherwise, Y is evaluated and the resulting value is returned. You will find a link to this in the description, but first let me show it in our example. Python evaluates this to false. So it continues with the second evaluation. It also evaluates to false, and even if no comparison was true, the resulting value of the last expression is returned. In this case, false. So, it is not the OR operator that returns true or false. Instead, the OR operator returns the first expression that evaluates to true or the last expression. We can test that by setting a to 10. The first expression now evaluates to true and the value is returned. The OR operator does not need to evaluate the second operand. Now, why is this so interesting? Well, if the resulting value is not confined to true or false, you can use the Boolean OR to do some handy string manipulations. Function showResult takes an amount and then uses it in the Boolean OR. Amount, however, is not a Boolean but an integer. Integers evaluate to false if their value is 0, otherwise to true. This is known as truthy and falsy values. If the amount has a truthy value, the OR operator will return its value. For example, I call showResult with value 3. The Boolean value of 3 is true. The OR operator returns the integer value. If the amount is falsy, the second operand of the OR operator will be evaluated and returned. In this case, this will not be a Boolean but a literal string. I call showResult with 0 to check that. And that works. Here is an example with text as input. I call the function with some text. The text contains characters and evaluates to true. And there is the result. I call it again with an empty string. The OR operator must now evaluate and return the second operand, which is this literal string. Now, even if you're not going to use this trick to create default string values, it is still interesting to know that the OR operator stops evaluating as soon as it found a truthy value, because now you know that you should always put the least CPU-intensive check at the left-hand side of the OR operator. Python is full of nice surprises like these, and if you click on this playlist, you get to see a whole bunch of them.